Well, it looks like we're live. Looks like it to me. It's kind of weird because it doesn't come on for a minute on YouTube. In fact, I might have to refresh it. Oh no, there it goes. Went by itself. So, looks like 28 seconds in it did turn on. So, anyway, either way, we are live on this Saturday, March 25th, 2023. And it is 9:38 p.m. Central Time. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful Sabbath. If you celebrate the Sabbath, I hope it was a delight because it always is for me. Putting my phone up on the thing there. So anyway, welcome in Shalom. We're just going to have an open chat tonight. Tomorrow we're going to get back to Isaiah. I don't know, where are we at, in the 40s or something? Yeah, we're middle 40s if I remember right. So anyway, back to Isaiah tomorrow. And what else? That will be Sunday. Yeah. So anyway, that is the plan, Stan. Little open chat tonight. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Isaiah. I was thinking, so we are going through the prophets, right? And then, well, between each study, we usually take a week off and do something. And I was thinking, sometime I would like to do study Josephus. I think I'm going to study Josephus on my own and then come up with a nice little study to go over. I'm trying to put the keys back on my computer. I can't use it as a claw exercise. And plucked all of my keyboard, anyway. Oh, that it is. What a mess. So, but that's the way the ball rolls or whatever. And I do have another keyboard hooked up, so not like it's the end of the world. You would have thought so, first time I saw it. But it's fine. Anyway. So yeah, Saturday night. Now Saturdays, could go either way. Sometimes we have a lot of people in Saturday nights, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes there's 1, 2 people. Sundays is probably the quietest. But it's weird because Sunday once in a while can be the busiest. It's so weird how Saturdays and Sundays can go either way, especially Sundays, but Saturdays too. Especially now, I think as the weather gets nice, people start going outside. Might not be, especially on the weekends when people have their when they have their time off. I'm gonna try to put this in there. So anyway, so yep, took it easy today. I just enjoyed the Sabbath rest. Had some nice time, snooze time, me and the dogs, and that's about it. We just had a nice dinner, huh, guys? They had their chicken and vegetables and all that, and I had my leftover Leon chin. But anyways, yeah, I think I might study Josephus on my own. It's very interesting. I hear a lot of his work and stuff always comes up. Well, hey Grace, just a hunch. Hey Grace, how you doing tonight? Shalom. Hope you had a wonderful Sabbath. Grace says, just a hunch, but I have the feeling we will get a few air quotes special guests again tonight. You think so? Well, if there's any trolls, we can block them. No problem there. Shalom, greetings to you too, Grace. Hope you had a wonderful day. It was in the 40s, I know. Here, even. I think it was 40 or 41. I'm not sure. Beautiful. And I actually got some dirt spots coming in through my driveway and down the dirt road. There's a couple of bare spots. So we are seeing some mud right now. That's a good sign. Spring is coming. Got some wild cats outside eating the free food. Yep. It was a gorgeous day. It sure was. Yeah, so I was just saying a minute ago, I think I'm going to study more about Josephus, his life and all that. There is, oh my goodness. You like books, Grace? Do you like books? I like books. Do you like books? Who doesn't like books? Everybody likes books, right? Oops, come on, cat. Oh, cats. Come on, man. Oh, these dogs and cats. They hover around me like moths to a flame as soon as I come live. Maybe they all think I'm talking to them. Come on, you guys. I talk to you all day long. I address each one individually, and I address you as a group. Do I ever sit over here and address you like this? No. You should know this is not, I am not talking to you right now. You, none of you. Got a cat right in my lap here. This is ridiculous. A cat in my lap. Cat. Here, I'll show you. This is what happened. I got two under my feet, one over there, one there, and this one is right here, right underneath, right here. Hey, kitty. They're surrounding me right now, surrounding me. I broke a finger now. Oops. My backdrop there. Anyway. Oops, forgot to shut the camera off. I love reading books. Books provide a great deal of information. Yep. Yep. Unless, because I know some people on YouTube, well, one particular person hates books, hates knowledge of any kind. But anyway, what I was looking at was, well, I'll probably be doing a lot of internet searches and stuff, but look how many people wrote books about Flavius Josephus. Look at look how many books are on Flavius Josephus. Now he was born he was born 37 AD, so but he was a first century author and military guy or whatever in the first century. So if you want to understand the New Testament and how Israel, Jerusalem, the Romans, the Jews, how it all goes together, you would I think for anybody, they would help understand the New Testament a little better. Anyway, yeah, look at all them books. Look at that. This one was written in 1847. Interesting. Look at this one was written in 1822. And I'm sure I'll get a lot of stuff online, but Yeah. Interesting. Oh, so get this. So today I saw somebody, oops, somebody put up a short about a chocolate factory in Pennsylvania that exploded. And I thought, oh no, not Hershey's, because it's Hershey, Pennsylvania. So I typed in Hershey's chocolate. I'll show you. I heard this, so I thought, I wonder if it's Hershey's. So I typed in Hershey's chocolate. And no, it was a different chocolate company that exploded, not Hershey's. But anyway, look what comes up. Hershey's is looking to remove the lead cadmium from chocolate. You guys, this is what's in batteries. You wonder why Radio Shack asked you for the batteries back? Because Hershey needs them for their chocolate bars. So they're thinking about removing the lead and cadmium from chocolate. You know what? I just ordered some chocolate from somewhere in the UK. I don't remember. And it's from the Cadbury company, funny enough. I don't even know if Cadbury makes chocolate in the United States anymore. But anyway, my chocolate I'm ordering from another country because they are forbidden to put things like lead and cadmium and stuff in your food and in your candy. And I ordered those Curly Whirly bars. And it takes like a month to get here, but guess what? Free shipping from the UK. And guess what? I'm paying $1 per candy bar, just like you'd pay over there. Anyway, I'll show you a Curly Whirly bar. It's something I had when I was a kid. I want it. But anyway, they only sell it over in the UK. And that's good because that's where anyway, and then I found out that I think most Cadbury companies are over there in the UK. Yeah, you're right. They're thinking about removing it. What's it doing there to begin with? Exactly. I didn't know you needed cadmium and lead in to make chocolate. Didn't know that. And then guess what else is in the news? You want to talk about? You want to see if this is one of the people leading the world, world leader types? I go to European grocery store for more healthy food items. Yeah, always try to get something from other countries, anywhere. Unless it's water from Mexico, buy your stuff somewhere else. Because United States, other countries, they would never sell the kind of food that we sell here because it's poisonous here. Anyway, so I'm looking. Oh, here's the factory. It's a R.M. Palmer Hershey's. Oh, was it one of theirs? Oh, who's Palmer? Maybe it was part of their factory. Anyway, Pennsylvania bill would make Hershey's Kisses the state official candy. Oh, so guess what else? Guess what else? So let's go up and, well, it is in the news here. Okay. So Hershey's has a chocolate bar, and get this. Let's look in the news. Is there anything in the news about their chocolate bar? Mr. Beast. All right. Here it is. And this came up. This is from 3 weeks ago. Hershey faces backlash over putting trans woman on candy bar wrapper for International Women's Day. So they put this trans woman face on a candy bar for International Women's Day. And now they're getting backlash. Because yeah, you can use your imagination. Oh, hey, Patrick, how you doing tonight? Good to see ya. Shalom. So yeah, so big news. So just by typing in Hershey's News, I found out that they had put the trans woman face on a candy bar wrapper for International Women's Day. Now people don't like that backlash. Oh, and the Reese's peanut butter cups are going to be made from plants, you guys. Lots of news, and all you have to, all right. Where is it? Yeah, type in Hershey chocolate bar and click on news. Coming soon, Reese's cups, chocolate bars made from plants. They're getting the vegan treatment because people don't, because they, there's bugs, and vegetarians don't like eating bugs. I mean, who does, right? Anyway, so here's the trans woman who is face of Hershey's International Women's Day says she'll never shut up. Faye John Stone. What a plan. Where is there? Johnstone. Anyway, 27 said she wasn't going anywhere after critics blasted her Hershey's Canada International Women's Day chocolate bar. She says she's never going to shut up. You go, girl. So people are boycotting it. Anyway. Oh yeah, and then they're trying to reduce the amounts of lead and cadmium in their batteries. No, in their candy bars. Did you hear Bob's Company's trying to cut down the amount of lead and cadmium they use in their products? Oh, what do they make? Batteries? No, they make chocolate bars. Oh man. Plant-based peanut butter cups? Yes. What would Paul say? Is that a WWPS bracelet? That's what, you know what? Paulinians, Christians that go by Paul, they should have a WWPS. No, well, what would Paul do? Instead of what would Jesus do, have bracelets say, what would Paul do? Or what would Paul say? WWPS or PD, either way. Yeah, so Hershey's really been busy, you guys, trying to get the lead and cadmium and the poisons out of there, and trying to make some without bugs. Look at that. For the vegetarians, trying to make some chocolate without bugs or battery ingredients. So they're in the trans chocolate bar thing going on in that story. The trans chocolate bar, what is it? Controversy. McBeast wants fans to rearrange displays at Walmart. What? Famous YouTuber McBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has asked his fans to help clean up Feastable bar displays. Oh, so he's calling on people to molest the candy bar displays at their Walmarts. All right. Well, anyway. Crazy. It's funny when you just type something and then you click news, you will get news about anything. You could type in any company and click the news and you'll think, what? Now, how many people are hearing about removing the cadmium and the mercury, or what is it? Lead and cadmium. I'm sorry. Lead. No one. See, it makes the candy bars heavier, okay? And it saves on money. If you could, replace some of the chocolate with lead, which is very heavy, it makes the candy bars much more heavier and more profitable. Is lead good for us? I can't remember. Is lead good for us, you guys? Is that healthy? Can't remember. Anyway, yeah, what would Paul do? WWPD. That's a bracelet that Drew should have. A WWPD. That's the only verses he knows. We're gonna go into First Timothy. Yeah. So anyway, anything else new? I briefly went on YouTube, but I was doing other things today, and the dogs are hanging out, enjoying Sabbath. It really was nice out. If it wasn't Sabbath, I would have gone somewhere. But yeah, pretty nice. And looking forward to spring. Lead must be a superfood. It's everywhere. Really? Well, think of how heavy it is. You ever go fishing? You got a little package of lead sinkers. They're heavy. And you add them lead sinkers to, I don't know, a case of chocolate bars. Look at how much money you just made by putting lead in there. I mean, if you don't have conscience and stuff like that. And the FDA is waving anything through, like they do in this country. But yeah, I ordered some chocolate. In fact, I'm going to pull that up. I'll show you. The Curly Whirly bar. Curly Whirly. Not bat, bar. The Curly Whirly bar. Oh, yeah. What? All right, look what comes up. This is on November 3rd, 2022. Police investigate after a girl, 14, bit into a Curly Whirly bar that had a razor blade hidden inside. Look at that. That's right after Halloween. That was her Halloween candy. See that? Anyway, this is what I ordered from England. Or, no, where did I get it from? Cut her lip on a blade inside a curl. I'll have to check mine. Maybe I'll get them x-rayed. 14-year-old girl cut her lip on a Halloween curly whirly razor blade. Is it really hard to figure out who gave out curly whirly bars? Well, over there, they're more common, though. It's more common over there. I'll show you what curly whirly bar. This is what I ordered. And you know what? Well, we'll see when they get here. We'll see how big they are. I think you know what? It's just like a marathon bar. I think it was a marathon bar. Anyway, the curly whirly. I just ordered a case of these. I'm splitting them with somebody. Let's see what the marathon. Is the marathon the same? I think it was a marathon bar. It was a marathon bar. Yeah, we had the marathon bar with the, mercury and cadmium and stuff. They had the chocolate bar with, chocolate and stuff, caramel. It was a marathon bar. I knew we had American version. Yeah. So yeah, you can order these. You can order these. And somebody asked me about the 7-Up bar. You guys remember the 7-Up bar? I think it used to be made in Minnesota, didn't it, Grace? Was it from the Pearson's Nut Factory or whatever? The 7-Up bar. Remember that? It had the 7 flavors. No, they discontinued it like in the 70s because 7-Up told them they had to take it off the market because it had their name in it. Remember this candy bar? Grace, you might remember. If you grew up, we had it in Minnesota, that's for sure. The Pearson's Nut Factory, the Pearson's, it makes salted nut rolls and mint patties and stuff. Pearson's chocolate company is in St. Paul, Minnesota. I used to work right down the road from it on West 7th Street. I think they're still on West 7th Street. And that's where they made Nut Goody and all that stuff. But anyway, they used to have a candy bar in the 70s, like at 15 cents. And it was called the 7-Up bar. It had mint. And look at this chocolate between each one. But between 7-Up company wanting to sue them and how expensive it was to make these, they just went out of business. But I remember they're so good. First one was mint. And you know what it's like getting a box of chocolates in a little stick in one candy bar. So you had mint, nougat, butterscotch, fudge, coconut, buttercream, and caramel. It was so good. But yeah, they went out of business. That's good. Remember that? You don't recognize the 7-Up bar? Yeah, you know where Pearson's Candy is? It's on West 7th. Actually, right by the other, there's two Mickey diners. That was the other Mickey's diners right down by Pearson's. I think it might still be on West 7th in St. Paul, Minnesota. But anyway, I think the Pearson's Candy is still there. They still make like nut goodies and salted nut rolls or whatever. And at Christmas time, they'd make these salted nut rolls that were like, I don't know, 2 feet long and like a foot high. They're like really big, really gigantic ones. And sometimes like people like companies I work for at the doctor's office, they'd like Christmas, they'd raffle them off or whatever. But yeah, 7-Up, that was good. But they quit making it because 7-Up had an issue with the name and they were just getting too expensive to make. In fact, can you still buy the 7-Up candy bar? Nope. It was discontinued in 1979, but the 7-Up candy bar still has a very devoted base of fans. The bar was so popular because eating it was always a little bit of mystery. Anyway, why was the 7-Up bar discontinued? High manufacturing costs and trademark issues with the soda manufacturer, American Bottling Company. Today is Cadbury Schweppes. Isn't that funny? Chocolate and soda. Caused the bar to be retired in 1979. It was good. Oh, there's a candy bar named after Reggie Jackson. Like the Babe Ruth bar. Baby Ruth bar. Yeah, all right. What was it called? The Reggie bar. Instead of the Babe Ruth bar, it was the Reggie bar. You know, Babe Ruth didn't get a penny for that Babe Ruth bar. I remember back when they came out with that movie, that my kids were still young. They came out with that movie, The Babe. Remember that movie about Babe Ruth? I remember we got the VHS, saw it on VHS. I think we rented it at Blockbuster or something. But anyway, that story of Babe Ruth or whatever. Anyway, who knows how much of that was real or whatever, but that story was something. Babe Ruth. Whew. Wow. Anyway, so I don't know when they started putting the lead and the cadmium in the candy bars, but it's worth it, you guys, to order. Well, just get, you know what? Here, I'll show you. You don't even have to order out of a different country. You can go to your store. I'll show you. I looked it up. Chocolate. So yeah, I'd get, if you want chocolate or candy, get it from another country because they don't put all the poisons in it. They don't put cadmium and lead and whatever else. Chocolate made yeah. Yeah. I know Cadbury makes most of, maybe all of them, I don't know, but there you go. Okay, and I don't even think Canada puts that much stuff in that. Maybe they do, I don't know. But yeah, Belgium chocolate, Swiss chocolate, obviously. The UK, Italy. You know what? I was going to the store the other day. I saw the Girl Scout cookies set up. As I was walking in, they were like in the entryway with the moms, couple moms and a couple girls. and they had the cookies all out. I thought, oh, I'll get some. And they said, you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? I said, oh, they look good. How about on my way out? Well, when I was shopping, they kind of wrapped it up. It was about 5 o'clock. They wrapped it up, and as I was checking out, I looked and they were gone. But anyway, I went home and looked, and I thought, I wonder how much. First of all, do they? I had two questions because I had cash on me. I figured. Anyway, they're $5 a box, I think now. It's nighttime. Yeah, it's nighttime. Kathy wishes she had sweets. Nighttime. Hey, Pinch, how you doing tonight? Yeah. Last week I ordered some Curly Whirly bars from the UK. They don't have all the poisons in the chocolate, and there's free shipping and the same cost as they get in the store. Yes, I wish I had some chocolate. I really do. I got no sweets in my house. By design, by the way. Yes, nighttime Kathy can't control herself. So daytime Kathy, who does all the shopping, she watches out for nighttime Kathy because, yeah, night can't because she knows nighttime Kathy really wants sweets in the house at night. Yeah. So how's your how's things going? Are you still visiting, having a good time? It was 40 degrees in Minnesota today, so I imagine everywhere else probably had a beautiful day too. If we're 40 degrees, everybody else is probably doing pretty good too. Except there was some tornadoes. Anyway, you're doing great. How was today? If anybody wants to come in, I will put up I'll put up a link. If anybody wants to come in, let me know, and then I will put the link up. I don't want to put it up ahead of time unless you're telling me you're coming in, because otherwise an imposter might come in and pull their pants down or something stupid. You know, wouldn't be the first time or the second. You wrapped all projects up today on a plane tomorrow at noon to head. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that was fast. Or have you been there a few days? You're a fast worker. But anyway, the most important part, I'm sure you're, is it your daughter's house? I'm sure she's super happy to both get a visit from her dad and some work done on her house, huh? That's a double bonus. Anyway, I wish you a good flight home. Looks like you got good weather. Anyway, I hope you have a nice flight home. And what is tomorrow? Sunday. Oh, you'll get to rest. Well, probably won't get home till the afternoon if your flight's in the morning. Noon. Yeah, if it's at noon, yeah. Yeah. Back to the grind tomorrow, Pinch. I mean Monday. Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday. Oh, that was nice. Did you just go out there for the weekend? That was really nice. I've been doing my own projects here. I'm still waiting for a bid for my bathroom floor. They said they're about 3 weeks out, and it's probably been 2 weeks right now. So the wife does the bids. I'm going to get some tiles laid in my bathroom on the floor. If it was just a square room, I'd do it myself, but I'm doing it's a little above my pay grade there. You got here Thursday night, new bathtub surround install, shower door, a sliding out back, miscellaneous trimmer. Wow, taking Monday off. I bet. I was gonna say, man, if you're going back to work on Monday, that's gonna be a long week. I tell you that. Yeah, that's good. You planned out Monday to rest. That's good. Wow, a shower install. I'm thinking about doing that. I got a decent one right now. You and I want to get a really large bathtub. because I got room to expand in there. And yeah, I was looking at it. I think it really wouldn't be hard to tear it out, but I think I'd still have somebody else do it. I just gutted my whole bathroom. Right now, my bathroom is empty. Just the tub and the toilet's there. And I tore the floor up, and there's nothing. It's right down to the concrete. So, yep, my bathroom has been gutted. Took one day. Well, it took the second day. I had to bust things up and haul it out. But anyway, the putting it, I can bust stuff up and haul it out. I learned that at work. How to bust out cabinets, bust out sinks, bust out. Just to get a sledgehammer and start busting. But putting it back in, new stuff, no, I never learned that. I'll bust out anything. We liked it. I named the sledgehammer the Frankinator because Frank, one of the guys that works for me, he's an older guy and he loves smashing things with the sledgehammer. So I'd always let him do it. Get the Frankinator and take that wall off. Anyway, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I can bust things out, but I need somebody else to put the new stuff back in. So anyway, so that's good. But you had a good visit, and that's always awesome. But yeah. So right now I just got a concrete floor. I'm waiting for and I tore the floor out too. That wasn't really that hard. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. I thought it always going to be harder than it was. But anyway, so yeah, now I got to get somebody to put it back in. Nice. But anyway, well, Pinch, I bet your daughter is happy as can be. Didn't you say you had a grandchild coming this year, Pinch? That will be fun. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it must be not too long from now. But anyway, well, we're glad you had a nice visit, Pinch, and it'll be nice to get back home and relax and for a day. And yeah, I need to switch back to my other screen because I can't see all this phone. Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Grab me a. No, stay here. Hold on a second. All right. Much better. This is my oldest daughter, Reagan. She's doing July. Oh, July, so hard. Huh. Well, she must be starting to be pretty big, huh? Wow. Well, so they're getting ready for the baby. Do they know if it's a boy or girl yet? Great visit. We've had a blast. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's there like. We've had kind of weird weather this year all over. Huh. Well, they will have. They'll think of you every time they look at their wonderful new stuff. A little girl. Really? They know it's a girl? Isn't that crazy? When I had kids, they kind of had an ultrasound back in the early '80s, but there wasn't a guarantee. But now they know, huh? So a little girl, and that's something, so they can plan it all. Windy and cold here, a couple inches last night. Oh, it is still really cold and snowy there, huh? Wow, so they already know it's a girl. Wow, this is crazy because, like I said, when we had kids, I think I found out like the night before my son was born. They could tell it was a boy on the ultrasound, and they didn't really do ultrasounds until like you're almost due. Maybe I had one or two, but now, man, they can see the pictures so good. Well, congratulations! First grandchild is gonna be a little girl, huh? Grace said, "Sweet. Are you going back there in July, Grandpa Pinch?" I think they found out by blood work. Oh, they can. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I think they do that now. I don't think they did that back when I had kids. You just got what you got. You had kind of neutral stuff picked out, so it could go either way. Not too many blue or pink things. Yeah, I think they could find out early on. As a matter of fact, you know what? I was at the grocery store in town, and I was on the way out. I was looking at we have a town bulletin board, like things from people in town put stuff there, and I look and there was a fundraiser for a baby. I think it's a girl, but anyway, a baby was born. It's got a lot of medical problems, and I read it, and it said that during the ultrasound, they figured out that the baby's nasal bones and the part of her mouth was not formed. They figured that out in the ultrasound. I'm thinking, wow, they knew in the ultrasound that the baby's nasal bones were not formed right before the baby was even born. Anyway, then the baby was born, it's got problems, so they're having a fundraiser in town. And I thought, wow, they figured that out on an ultrasound. Isn't that something? Huh. I'll be back. This state is beautiful. Yeah, I heard it was. You're in Colorado, right? She's in Colorado. I heard. Especially there's like warm places where you can still see the mountains with snow on it and stuff. It is nice there. It is really nice. Huh. Wow. Yeah, I bet everybody's gonna want to see the baby, huh? With your large family, it's gonna be Grand Central Station over there. Yeah, Castle Rock, Colorado. Is that northern? Ultrasound is not 100% accurate. My stepsister and I were due on the same day. Her baby was opposite sex. The doctors told her to expect happens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But mine was 1980, 81. She's born in 81. And the other one is 1984, 83, 84. So that's 40 years ago. So in 40 years, they've gone from a blurry picture. You may or may not. Here's the deal. When I had kids, they could tell you if it was a boy just because they might see his little thing there, but otherwise they really couldn't tell. It's either a boy or it's either or, because sometimes it was you couldn't see, but yeah, it's not like now that they can see that really clear. Um, they print out pictures for the mom and dad. can see Pikes Peak from the house. All the mountains are snow-capped right now. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Especially if it's nice out and you can see that. That's really nice. Yeah, the mountains are beautiful, aren't they? Mountains are. Yeah, we don't have a lot here, but southern Minnesota, once you get down in southern Minnesota, we start to get peaks and valleys and stuff like that, but not up here. We had ultrasounds on all 8 kids and never knew the gender until they popped out. Yeah, that's how it was with me and my husband. Well, the night before my son was born, they said, yeah, but we think we see something there. And guess what? In fact, the doctor that was doing the ultrasound, because I was 10 days overdue, and she said, do you want to know the gender of the baby? And I said, no. And because we already had a girl and I wanted a boy, but she said, you want to hear the gender of the baby? And I said, no. And my husband said, I want to know. And I said, well, go over there and tell him. And so they went around to the curtain and my husband said, yeah. And I'm like, okay, it must be a boy. I said, well, I take it as a boy. Huh? Anyway, so, but it wasn't that good at ultrasound. It's just kind of, it was the beginnings of the ultrasound era. Because I think before that, probably 10 years before that, they probably didn't even have it at all. Anyway, yep. I didn't know what my daughter was going to be till she was born. It just is what it is. You know what's weird? I used to pray that and hope and tell people, I just hope whatever, if they say, you want a boy or girl? I just hope it has 10 fingers and 10 toes. Well, I didn't know anything about the Nephilims, you know what I mean? Because, I just said, because I was just hoping it was healthy. My baby was healthy and had all its limbs and stuff. And, but yeah, now that I know Nephilims have, 12 fingers and 12 toes, I guess I was hoping for the right thing. Be right back with some busy hand. Oh, kitten duty, yeah. Yeah, for Minnesota, it was pretty nice today. Grace and I had a nice day. She's in Minnesota also. And yeah, it was in the 40s, and right now it feels really good. Now I got little parts popping through dirt in my driveway where I can start to see the ground, which is good. But I went down into St. Paul. I drove down to St. Paul, about an hour and a half south from me, and they hardly have any snow. A little bit. A lot of grass popped through already. But up here we still have a lot. But anyway. I hear somebody snoring. I think it's a cat. We were all chilling in the living room, and they're all of them are still laying in there, except, well, there's 2 under my feet. The cats and the one dog still in there. Somebody in there snoring. Anyway, otherwise, yeah, not too much going on. Tomorrow we'll be back to Isaiah, and let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna look real quick. I'm curious because we're done 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, it depends how fast we go. We probably have about 23 chapters left. Is it? Let me just look. Otherwise, we could finish it this week. Yeah, I was thinking next week. Where is it? Here, 40. We ended on 44. 54, 64. So we had 22. I think it goes to 66. I think we got 22 chapters left. 15, 20. 4, 8, 6. You know what? If we did 4 chapters a night, we could finish it this week. Huh, might do that. Finish Isaiah, then we always take a week off. And then start something else. Oh, hey, Pinch. Love you, Kathy. Have a great night. Love you, Grace. We love you too, Pinch. I'm so happy for you. Get to see your family and anyway, have a nice flight back. I hope all goes well and rest up. And anyway, thank you so much for coming in tonight. Say hi to your family from the gang at. Well, don't call us a gang. Just kidding. From the guys and gals at Kathy's channel. Just tell everybody we said hi. Let's see. And maybe catch you again soon. You know, Pinch, I was just going to say, I don't know if you're still here, but sometimes I don't see the comments after you leave them, and I go back and I feel bad and think, man, you left this comment 2 weeks ago and I didn't see it. But anyway, so if I don't comment on your comments afterwards, it means I didn't see it. So I'm trying to get better at that because I'm not getting no notifications. So I have been trying to go in and check my messages more often because I think, oh man, I see a lot of good comments I missed from a lot of people. I have no notification of it. It's just weird. Grace says, love you, Pinch. Safe travels home and enjoy your day off. Yes, he says, will do. Yep, a very blessed man. You know, looking back, I wish, well, my marriage didn't end well, but I wish I had more kids. I do. To have a whole lot of kids would be really cool. Anyway, you know, because everybody's told, oh, you know, you really shouldn't have too many kids and it's too expensive and all that. But you know what? I don't know. People always find a way when you have kids. Don't matter how many kids you have, you always find a way to feed them and have a good life. You know what I mean? But yep, and stay away from those Hershey bars until they get all that lead and cadmium out of it. All right, everybody. All right. Otherwise, maybe I'll get off too. Maybe I'll sign off. Yep. Oh, speaking of Josephus, which I did when I came in, I was hearing that he also prophesied the temple. He was warning, because he was Jewish, and he was warning people that the temple was coming down too. But he didn't get arrested and crucified for it. That's what they were talking. I think that was it. Bart Ehrman. Can't remember who was talking about that today or yesterday, maybe. Anyway, I keep thinking, yeah, I think I want to study more about him. He's got some interesting writings. But yep, otherwise we will probably wrap it up. I think that's it. Boys. My boys just returned from their tour last week. So I asked them what they think of overpopulation. Do you think it exists? What tour? No. If you drive around the United States, no. You will go to North and South Dakota. Go to northern Minnesota. Come up here. We have miles and miles and miles with no people. You can go through state after state after state, out in Montana, go all over the place. Nebraska, you'll see miles of places where nobody's there. It's not overpopulated. Now, if you live in New York City, you might think it is, but they want you to think that. It's an illusion. They think it's like that everywhere in the world, shoulder to shoulder. Their music tour through through a few different states. Oh, really? Well, yeah. All you have to do is drive through a few states. You'll see it's not overpopulated. There's long distances before you even see one person. No, they want you to think that. You know what I was listening to? I can't remember who. As I flip around. I can't remember, but anyway, they're talking about the Georgia Guidestones, which I was just talking about yesterday, I think. So in the Georgia Guidestones, number one is maintain humanity under a certain million. And somebody brought up that the first word in the first commandment is maintain. So maybe we don't have, maybe that is the population of the world. Whatever it said on the Georgia Guidestones. It didn't say kill everybody till it gets down to this level. It says maintain it at this level. Maybe we're not even at that level yet, but it wasn't very high. Right now we're 15 times higher than that number was. No, they say we're 15 times higher than that number. They want you to think there's 8 billion people or whatever. And let's see how many it is. But what if there's not? Who's going to go and count all the people in each city? Even my small town, we have 1,800, and the closest town is 1,800 people. How would I, even in my small town, go into that town and figure out if there's really 1,800 people here? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like there's maybe 600 or 700, maybe. I don't know. I keep running the same people all the time, unless they're from out of town, because we live in kind of a vacation town. So yeah, I mean, we got people coming and going, and but as far as like the local stores and grocery and stuff, you see the same people all the time. So is there really 1,800 in this town? Is there really? I think the last time I looked in St. Paul, it was, what was it, Grace? 250,000. Is there really 250,000 here? Population. No, that was Maplewood, I think. Population of St. Paul. And who's checking these figures? Are they going by those census that nobody mails in? Okay, so in St. Paul in 2021, we had 300,000. Like I remember the last time I saw the sign was 10 years ago. It was 250,000. So now St. Paul is probably at 300,000, of course, supposedly, allegedly. Which is funny because Minneapolis has 420. Here, I'll show you real quick. Minneapolis has 425,000. So that is 700. That's 750,000 people supposedly in St. Paul, Minneapolis. I don't know. And Milwaukee has 569. St. Paul has 300,000. It says who? Who's going to go count these people and see if they're telling the truth? I don't know. Get to 100 and just say, this is too hard. Anyway, so I don't know. Who, you're going to believe these people who have lied about every single thing so far? I don't expect him to tell us the truth, but no, I don't think there's 7 billion people. Maybe, okay, here, where's the Georgia Guidestones? They knocked them over, but do they still have the, well, they still have pictures of them, right? Or did they scrub them from the internet? No, you can't find no pictures of Georgia Guidestones anymore. All right, but they did knock them down. You know what? I heard they're going to put them back up. New ones. The alleged time capsule beneath the Georgia Guidestones was a bust. We didn't have nothing in there. Driving through northern Minnesota, they changed the population street signs, lowered the numbers before the last census. How did they do that? How did they know the population? Exactly. Exactly. How do they even raise the numbers or lower them until they get the census in? So if it's 10 years between censuses, or I don't know how long, what are they doing? Changing the sign halfway through? Who's counting? Is a bust. RC Christian put him up. Anyway, let's see what the population. Let's see number 1. It's all broken. Here it is. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Okay, who says we're not at 500 million? Maybe we are. Maybe we are at 500 million. That sounds more like it. I mean, really? That means, anyway, so yeah, maintain. If we told somebody to maintain the speed under 55 miles an hour, that doesn't mean you're going 100, and otherwise you'd say lower your speed down to 55, right? Not maintain it. Maintain. I gotta show you this. At 30, okay. Somebody spray painted on a while ago. It says death to the New World Order. We can, oh wait, no one world order or something. You will not succeed. Jesus will beat you, Satanist. Anyway, yeah, so they knocked him down. Interesting. Time capsule placed 6 feet below this spot on to be opened on. Well, they dug down. Look, he even took a tape measure. They measured 6 feet. Nothing there. Bye. Really? Yeah, time to go home. Yeah, John Deere. Author R.C. Christian, a pseudonym. Interesting. R.C. Christian. Wonder what the R.C. stands for. Huh. Oh, here they are when they're all blowed up. And look at that. You know what they had around it? Holly berries, just like Hollywood. They're poisonous. They're actually just even to touch. And what did they do? The Druids used to, the only thing that they would make their spell casting wand out of would be the holly branch of out of Hollywood. They would only use Hollywood branches to cast spells. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Did they not find it? Look at astronomic features. It says channel through stone indicates. Oh yeah. There used to be a hole. Here it is, right here. See this slot right here? So wait, where's the arrow? So if you look through this slot during a certain time of year, it lines up with something celestial. Horizontal slot. Oh, that's that slot. The horizontal slot indicates Annabelle's travel of the sun, and the sun cam through capstone marks the noontime throughout the year. Interesting. I'm reading it from over here. I'll pull it up as close as I can. So the channel through the stone indicates the celestial pole. There's a hole that goes through it. Then the horizontal slot indicates the annual travel of the sun. Huh. And then this sunbeam through the capstone marks noontime throughout each year. Or throughout the year, I should say. Anyway, so they tore it down, but I don't know. There's rumors they're going to put it back up. Sponsors are a small group of Americans who seek the age of reason. That's who supposedly put it up. The author is R.C. Christian, a pseudonym. Pseudonym sounds like, is the word that sounds like R.C. Christian. It sounds like R.C. Christian. Huh. Risen Christian? I don't know. Yeah, we crazy. So, yep, maintain population under whatever, 500 million. Listen, not bring it back down too, but, and I think they're doing a pretty good job. You know what I mean? They got lots of ways to maintain the population, don't they, today? Anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up and get off of here and let me shut that off real quick. All right. All right. I'll pray us out and say goodnight. So did they think it's overpopulated, Grace? Did your son think it was overpopulated after driving around a little bit? You'll see that it is not overpopulated. All right. Anything else? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up and say goodnight. All right, guys. You out here. All right. All right, Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us once again, and we thank you for all of our blessings. We always pray that you get us through this next week, Father, with keeping us safe, and we pray for wisdom. We pray for knowledge of you. We just pray for guidance. Amen and amen. No, they see through the spin they're given. That's good. That is good. You know, it'd be nice if I had known this when I was in my 20s or 30s, you know what I mean? Or even growing up and stuff, but better late than never. And it's always good if the younger people can figure it out, you know what I mean? So don't have to go through whole life in the slave system or the being sucked into the agendas. Actually, it was my son who started helping me see what's going on. Oh, really? Oh, really? He was kind of a truther? Yep. It's good when people wake up and start seeing the truth. Because then you'll see, like, the depopulation. You'll see it in everything. You know, everything, to the drugs that are being flooded out on the street, to the just everything. You know what I mean? Death by 1,000 cuts. Well, that's good. I bet he's glad when you woke up, huh? The music is on reality. Oh, really? Really? And they go around playing at different places? What instrument does your son play? Is he sing or what? Interesting. All right. Well, I will say goodnight to everybody. Good night to Grace. Good night to Pinch. And we're so glad that Pinch got to spend time with his family. And the daughter gets a new bathroom stuff and sliding glass door, I think he said. Anyway, win-win for everybody. And everybody, I hope you have a good rest of the evening. Tomorrow's Sunday. I hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you, Mom Cat. Love you, Kathy. Love you too, Grace. They're both writers and vocalists. Write their own music and lyrics. Really? Both your sons are? Huh. Wow, that's cool. All right. Well, y'all, have a great day tomorrow. Enjoy your Sunday. And hope to see you tomorrow night. Anyway, thanks for coming in. I love you guys. Love you all. God bless each and every one of you. Praise and glory to God. Hallelujah and shalom. And good night to everybody. Sleep tight. And thanks for coming. Good night, everybody.